Okay. Over here. All right, so today we're going to be working on the immune system because of all of the everybody stopping with their masks. So just a little bit of bobbing first to get warmed up. We'll do an internal, not a lot of motion, just a little bob. We'll slowly increase this. So like any other sport, you have to warm up. Here we're working on warming up the chi as well as the joints. So now take your arms and a little bobbing, adding the arms to it, up and down. Like you're starting to stir the chi in the jar. If you have knee problems and it's hurting your knees, then just do the arms. You don't have to do the knees. If there's any knee problem, we don't want to have pain. But if there is issues, one can do a little bit. And every time you do it, if you do it every day, increase the motion every day. Because usually joint problems is lubrication, and we're just trying to slowly lubricate it and break any clumps and tension. Now add our shoulders to the, and a little more aggressive. You don't want to do exercises that actually hurt, but don't be afraid of them to get to the edge of where the issue is, and slowly increase motion to be able to use it. Now really bring up the shoulders. Shoulders, hit your ears with your shoulders. Already feel maybe the panting, the breath is starting to get faster just from this simple motion. Now bring your hands forward like you have cross-country skiing or the poles. I know, Dan, you walk with poles. So use them sometimes for more than just balance. Use them as an exercise in themselves. You see, you're sinking with the push. You're pushing, push with your hand. Don't just swing them, but actually push down on the pole. Feel the pole pushing against the earth, moving you forward, just like you were skiing. Again, not just for balance, but also traction. And we have the plane of energy going in the direction of where the hands are flowing front and back. So now we'll stop, and we want to change the plan, the plane of direction sideways. And as I move my hands forward in front of my face, I'm changing which hand is closest to my face. So first it's the right hand, then it's the left hand. So I'm changing my hands as it comes in front of my face. There's a little bit of mental exercise going in. Make sure that we can keep track of where the hand is. Again, you see the new plane. We're working on different planes. Try to get it right up in front of your face. So make a nice circle. Have it hit in front of your face. Those palms have energy that are sending it back into the body. So now we're going to go all the way up and all the way down. Big circle, palms up as it comes across way up in the air and then down. Up, above the head, and then down. And we're grabbing the energy out of the sky and pushing it into the earth. As we sink, keeping the back straight. Again, as much motion as possible, getting a big wide direction, motion of the elbows as we come down, the shoulders, so we go up. Now, go the other way. Come up and down. Almost felt the same, but there's a little reverse. Now we're going to go, the plane is level. We're going to hit with a cupped hand, hit the top of the shoulder, and the back, hit your back. And as we do this, we turn the heel up in the air, hitting the back, hitting the top with the cup of the hand on the top, and the back of your hand on your back. Twisting your foot to get a little bit exercise on your toes and your ankle, and you're stimulating the top of the kidney meridian and the swinging, again twisting of the waist, a lot of motion, getting a lot of things going. Working on the top, near the shoulders, shoulder blade, in the back gets vibrated from hitting in the front. Now down low, we stay down low as we hit with a fist in the waist area. We're staying down low. The kidneys in the back. Same thing, I'm twisting the foot. Now we'll massage the neck. So hands are on, everything's still, but turning the head in a circle. And feeling at the same time, I go back the other way. Feeling that new energy that's inside the body, what's been activated. Now just standing still, equal weight, feet shoulder width apart. Chin down a little to send the top of your head straight up, and hang your hands just dangling in front. Breathing in and out of your nose. And what's activated? Feel the new sensation from what was going on an hour ago and what's going on right now. As you breathe in energy from all around you, from the whole universe. The energy comes in as you breathe in and centers in the lower dantian area. And as you breathe out, it becomes a glowing coal. I won't give you the rhythm. Everyone has their own rhythm. But try to slow it down as slow as possible. And follow the energy coming in with the in-breath. And then concentrate it in a tighter ball in the lower dantian as you breathe out. All through your nose. Now, as we bring our hand to the lower dantian, that energy source that you just activated, now as you breathe in, feel that energy coals glowing hotter and hotter. And as you breathe out, send it to the extremes of the body. So before we were bringing from outside in, concentrating it. Now we're heating it up with the in-breath, inhalation. The exhalation sends it to all the points within the body. We're sending this hot new energy into different points of the body. Now bring our hands around to the back. So we're going to hold our right on our kidneys. And the center point of the palms of the hand is a very active acupuncture point. Energy comes in and out. So here, as we're breathing in, again, we heat up the coals in the lower dantian. Breathing out, you're sending the chi right into your kidneys through the palms of your hand. We're starting to activate the kidney just by touching and sending chi into the kidney. This is really the original chi. You're born with an original chi. And we're activating it now. Getting it ready. And this is for the immune system. Very key for the immune system. But when we're born, what's the last thing to be developed? Is the kidneys. That's why different children, when they're first born, they have jaundice. Is because the kidney function is not yet fully developed. Everything else is developed, but the kidneys are not. Also, what's the first thing to be activated upon birth, even though it's developed fully, but it was never being used fully as the lungs. The baby was using the blood system from the mother. Now, all of a sudden, the baby is born, the lungs are the first thing to get really active. And that is our immune system. The white blood cells that are being activated now through the trigger of the kidneys and bringing in all the new oxygen through the lungs. And we'll be working on the metal element, emphasizing the lungs for the immune system. We feel that warmth on your hand, on your kidney. Now we want to start really deep in the body, and we'll start massaging right along the sides of the spine. Go up and down, hitting with the round circle of our hand. It's like making a pop. And you really feel that jarring of the kidneys. We're starting really deep, getting everything activated. Now, right in the center is the thymus muscle. Nice and slow, we're going to tighten, not muscle, the thymus. It's a gland below the breastplate. A very slow, starting out very slow of tapping this. Why? Also, it controls the development of white blood cells in the bone marrow. We're doing it nice and slow, but we want to get faster. So now we're going to slowly increase the speed. You might have already noticed if there's a button there, know where the buttons are. Don't hit the button. If you have a shirt with a button, slowly, faster. Maybe even a little twisting. Faster. Really get it activated and go as fast as possible. And one last point. This really, you feel it down deep. We started a very center line with the beating of the heavenly drum, and now we're really beating it very, very, very tightly. So now as we bring our hands in to a prayer pose, we breathe up, breathe in as we come up, and breathe out as we go down. And breathe in. We're taking all that energy that's been activated. Breathe out as we go down. We want to connect the heaven energy from up above to the earth energy down below. Breathing in and breathing out. Balancing right and left of the body. I purposely wore a shirt today with my sun and moon. I don't know if you see it. There we go, sun and moon, the yin and yang, right and left side. We want to balance it out today. Very important. Breathing in, connecting to the heaven. Breathing out, connecting to earth. One more time. Now as we come up, out, palms down. We have a T. Now we're going to be activating the sides of our body. So as we turn, the top hand is pointing up on the head, and the back is on the small of the back pointing out. And we feel that stretching. Breathe out. Breathe in as we stretch. Breathe out as we come up straight. We're breathing in and we're stretching. We're increasing the length of the muscles between each rib to make more space in the lungs. And breathing out. Relax it. Breathe in, palm up on the top of the head, palm out on the small of the back. And then breathe out. Really, each time, see if we can stretch a little further. We're increasing the capacity of our lungs with the ability to teach these muscles, stretch them out further and further. Breathing in and breathing out. There's more to breathing than just having it come into the body. We have to prepare the body to absorb it and to send it to different places of the body. Now, because we're working on the lungs, bring our fists in, and we're going to work on dragon clears the path, which is the lung element on the 12 rivers. And we're going to have three inhales. So first is the exhale. And I'll breathe in. We come around. Breathe in. And third in. Then an exhale. If you need more breaths, take them. But the goal is 3. And now we're going to exercise our eyes. Also follow the swinging with your eyes. We're massaging our pupils and our whole eye, the muscles around the eye. Massaging them by following it all the way around. It's like a Raggedy Ann doll. The eyes can swing around in that circle. That's what we're doing. Breathing in the front of the lungs, the side of the lungs, and the back of the lungs. And then exhale. Front of the lungs is opening, side of the lungs, and back of the lungs. And then breathe out. Again, increasing lung capacity, because that's our defensive mechanism. The more oxygen, the healthier we are. It'd say that cancer cannot live in a pure oxygen environment. But this isn't just an immune system for corona. This works for many, many, many concerns of the whole body. And for sports medicine, helping you to regulate oxygen, to be a better swimmer, runner, jogger, bicycle rider. This is the training for sports. you notice we're doing a lot more than the 12 rivers. Sometimes we only do 3 times. But that's because there's 12 exercises. We're following a pattern of the energy through the whole body. Here, we're emphasizing the metal element and the lungs to help with the immune system. So we're going to concentrate a lot more on some exercises to help. We'll do one more on each side. Okay, now because we're doing 3 in for every 1 out, we want to then work on getting more out of the body. So as we breathe in to the lungs and through the nose, a hard breath out. Breathe out. Breathing in, hands are near the lungs. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pushing it with the hands. Breathing in. Exhale to really clear out the lungs. Clear out the chi. Breathing in new. And breathing out from the very, very small corners. If you get lightheaded, then just relax. We'll just do this a couple more times. One more. See if you can feel something pushing against your hand as you push out. Coming out. Now the cat pose is also part of the metal of the 5 elements. So if my front foot is forward, the same hand is eye length pointed out about 45 degrees. And then the back hand is below it. And I have most of my weight on my back foot. So actually I can lift it. If you're just on your toes, that's fine. And you look straight ahead. And the hands are one on top of the other. They're not like this. Bring them one on top of the other. Out in front of you, about 45 degrees. And feel this weight on your back foot. What are we doing? This is the metal. We're creating this force shield, like an armor plate around us, so that nothing can hit us, come and break through it. That's detrimental, be it physical. Go at a straight angle again. It could be something physical, spiritual, or mental. All of those things can attack us. Now, the 2 hands symbolize a knife blade. What does a knife blade do? Made out of metal, but it cuts through. So actually, it can differentiate between good and bad and cut out what's bad and actually let good things come through. So it's not a 100% bubble around us. We're being able to build up the immune system to get rid of bad, but allow good to come in. Okay, we relax and we'll go to the other foot. So now the other foot is in front. So my right hand is up, left hand right underneath it. Again, most of the weight is on my back foot, shown by being able to lift it. But maybe 20% can be on your toes. But the emphasis of the weight is on the back foot. Make this metal cut through block like a knight's armor, but cut through like a nice sharp knife edge. Breathing in and out of the nose this time. And that's all the activation. Now let's just stand for a moment. Hands on the lower dantian as everything is centering back in. And feel again the new sensations. What's activated? If you were in strange positions, what muscle might be tense? Try to breathe some qi into a tense or aggravated muscle or tension in a neck muscle, a wrist or a foot or a knee. Try to massage it with the breathing in and out of that location. And overall activated body, what do you feel? Try to start to get used to finding new sensations. Now that armor and that activation for the immune system, we don't want it to go to waste. So we want to really push it out a little. So we will do the between heaven and earth as we breathe in. Capture that energy in between your hands. It might really be much more active than prior times of doing this exercise. Feel it like a sponge in between your hands. Feeling that I have a ball of energy here. Now push it to the sides so we can create this energy space further away. Look to one hand. Look to the other. Breathing in, collapsing that space, massaging it. Then push away. Look to the new hand. And look to the first hand. Breathing in. Massaging this space around us, but extending out the immune system blockage that we created, so we can actually filter from further away, not even just when it hits the skin, but further away from the body. Start the first line of defense. Each time, pick a different hand that we look at first. Breathing out as we push away. Look one side, look to the one side, the other side, breathing in. Now take that ball and change so we have one hand above the other. And we're going to push, looking down, looking up. Breathe in, keep the same hand on top. Breathe out, push, look down, look up. Breathe in, feeling the collapsing. Same hand on top, look down and look, feel the expansion on heaven and earth. Now we'll switch. Feel that ball in your hands. And we'll do the same, looking down, pushing up as we look up. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Look down, same hand. Look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now as they come together, again, the palms facing each other, fingers pointing straight up. And we'll do one side at a time. As we twist, look behind, push behind us, look in front. Breathe in, come front and center. Now go back the same side. Turn, look behind, look in front. Breathe in as we turn. And one more time, same side. Look behind, look in front, then breathe in and turn. Feeling that energy in my palms. Now I'll go to the other side, twisting. Look behind, look in front. Breathe in as I breathe in. Close the hands, hands front and center, and twist back again, same side. Look behind, look in front. Breathe in. One more time. Breathe out. And breathe in. And I have it all in center. Now all my energy in to the right and left and up and down and front and back. I'm in the middle of this energy ball. Now I want to start it spinning. So I bring my hands down, and as I palms up, breathe in right at the spine. They breathe in, looking up at my hands as they then breathe out as I push it down, feeling that I'm pushing down right along the edge of the body on a thin line. Breathing in right along the spine, level of the hands. Energy is always following where are my hands. That's the energy concentration as it slides down the front. Palms up as they breathe in, up the back. Breathe out, coming down the front. And now we want to balance this out. So we bring our hands facing up in front. And I breathe in as I bring them up to the eyes, up over the head, and breathe out as it comes down my backside, right along my spine. Comes up between the legs. We're only using the torso portion. As I breathe in, up over the top of my head, I feel it between my ears, coming down my spine, come around the back, the bottom of the spine, now up through the front side as I breathe in. And then breathe out as I go down. Again, working with the direction of energy, palms facing in, I'm going to spin. Breathe in one direction, breathe out, keeping the palms pointed in, breathe out the other way, breathe in, breathe out, going back, breathe in, see if we can twist further and further each time, breathe out, one more in, as I come all the way in and then stop. Now breathe out. And breathe in the new direction. Breathing in now in the new direction. I change my pattern. Now breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out and come front and center. Now with the macrocosmic orbit is going to be from Earth and heaven. So I'm bringing my hands all the way up to the heaven, and I'm going to do squats. And I'm breathing in as I squat down, following the front of the body of the energy. Breathing in, breathing out, it goes up my spine, all the way up, touching the sky. Breathing in, comes down the front, all the way down into the earth. Breathe out, goes up the back side, back of the arms, out through the fingers. One more time, and only go as far as you're physically able to. You don't have to go all the way down, but have the following of breath in the right pattern. Now we're going to switch. So come down, breathe down the back side. Breathe in, it's coming down the back. Breathe out, up through the front side, and out the palms of the hands. Breathe in, right down the back, all the way down into the earth. Breathe out, comes up the inside of the legs, the front, inside of the arms, and out the palms. One more squat. Breathing in through the back side. Breathing out, front side. And then we come down. Now, working with energy coming out of the earth, create a straw, a funnel, suction, bring it right up through with a big change of normal concentration of what we think about when we're doing this in the normal between heaven and earth. Really concentrate on white blood cells. This energy coming right up through the core of the bones where we activated and started the development of white blood cells. Now we want to really bring in the earth energy right, touching every single white blood cell that's being developed in the core, the bone marrow of the leg. And we are really concentrating on that center, the bone marrow, not just the center of the bone, but the creation of white blood cells and strengthening those white blood cells and getting the count up so they can battle. We'll go to the other side. Again, it's coming from the earth right up through the toes. We're not twisting to lubricate the toe or ankle. We're just creating a spiral all the way up and concentrating on more and more activation of that bone marrow and strengthening it, feeding it the earth chi. It's like you're kneading clay. The earth is the clay substance. The clay substance is being, when you knead it, you get it ready to create pottery out of it. When you first get it, it's one big hard clump. Now we're doing that with the bone marrow. Bringing in the earth clay, kneading it, massaging it, making it useful and strengthening it. Now they're going to continue spinning, but your legs are actually still, but the momentum keeps them spinning. But now I want a slight wobble in the waist, bringing it all together. It's like we threw it on the spinning wheel of the potter, and we're creating that bowl that is nice and soft now and meldable and useful. I might even feel my legs are warm or tingling from before. Then you really know you activated those centers of the bone. It's hotter than it was before, maybe electrified, magnetized. Different feelings for different people. Now I want to add to that some heaven chi. So our fingers are pointed up to the heaven. And then just, again, a slight spin of like a funnel, bringing that heaven chi down into the mix. And the heaven is associated with intuition, compassion, love. So this chi of the immune system that we're developing and strengthening has some compassion to it also. The immunity of not just physical and not just microbes and bugs and diseases, but society ills. We want to strengthen ourselves against those as well. And we can switch which side, bring in to the mix more heaven chi. Also the spiritual, but it's not only associated with heaven from heaven of spirit, it's all the non-tangible strengths and qualities and traits. And now just everything is spinning, even though we're still. And I just want to take my head, a very slight bobble, bringing in through the top of the head. The bit way is a pinpoint on the top of the head, and we're like a funnel, bringing more heaven chi into that. Now with taking our hands, twisting them, the palms facing flat down, and breathing in the whole lower part of my arms are pointing towards the earth, and my feet taking the earth chi, flip my hands around, come up without touching, coming up, feeling the energy between them, pushing the energy to the sides, feeling that immune system corridor that we're right in the middle of, grabbing it and hugging it without touching. Bring the hands close, but don't touch. Palms up, elbows back. Push like you're pushing feathers away, feeling this space that we've created. Breathing in, feeling the lightness of heaven, chi on our palms. And again, pushing the feathers away. And sinking down. I will do one more time, a little more speed. So palms, arms, come around, up, without touching. Push away to the side, then hug without touching. Elbows back, palms up, push. Breathe in, push. And then breathe out, kink wrists, and then just flat, the fingers pointing straight down. Bring our hands down into the lower dantian and massage it a little. And just pull it all into the center, feeling that heat as it accumulates from all the exercises. Now come to the back and really massage nicely the kidneys. because we worked hard on the kidneys. So we want to smooth it out. We want to massage that into a relaxed position, go in different directions. Now come all the way, tapping on the back, down and up. Again, bringing it to the surface. This is your armor. So last hitting of the hammer of the metal, urging the face, the head, even with the knuckles, across the top of the head, down the back. One more time patting, like a little metal hammer hitting the armor, breaking any clocks, but most important, bringing the energy to the surface. We're activating this force field and we're pounding this surface to make it stronger. Now smooth it. Again, with the kidneys a little bit more, as they really got a beating. A lot of work. Now smooth the armor, shine it up. Pushing against the skin. If you're on barefoot, feel the bottom of your feet, inside of the legs, away on the inside of the arms, come forward on the back side. Repeat on the other side. Feeling each little section. Now massage the face, around the eyes, the temples. Give a nice massage. Your whole head, massage it with your fingers. There are so many points around your ears. Squeeze the eardrums, in the earlobes. And right behind the ear. Come down to the neck. And then as we come down the back, take your hand away. And one last time, really slow. Feel about an inch or two away from your body. And baggy pants, so it's even further away, but the closer the better if you're in tights. And really create this new force field just close to the body, but not touching it. So we have like 3 force fields that are helping us. One out at the maybe a meter away, the lengths of our arms, and one or 2 inches away. That's what we're stimulating, and then the other is the skin itself. All of these are part of our immune system. Now, as we come through with our hands, go nice and slow around the face. Feel the heat of the hands. Come to the temples around opposite the ears, and really feel something there. And like you're on have a space helmet, you're touching it over the top of your head, down the back, neck, feeling that shoulders come around the back, through the front, and now just hold the lower dantian. Breathing in and out, closing it down, slowing it down, getting it ready in a position for the rest of the day. In and out of the nose, relaxing more and more and more. Now, time-wise, we just do this a minute. But a real exercise is to do these standing exercises for 20